Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? What up on Creative Automaton? And everyone else in chat, how's everyone doing? I hope you had a wonderful day today and a week so far. How's it go? How's it go? Hey Mike. Hey Mike. Mike. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump Day! What's up, Conundrum and Cone? I'm doing well. How are you guys? I'm glad you're doing well, Cone. So yeah, tonight we are going to be faceting blue opal, and this blue opal actually has some red in it along the edges. So it's going to be in the shape of a spearhead. Good. Hello, Aaron. Thank you for joining. It's going to be the spear. It is supposed to be the spearhead of Odin, or of his weapon. Yeah, just Odin's spearhead. Oh, that's a euphemism. All right, let's get to it. Hey guys. Yes. All right. So, yeah, this week I'm actually on vacation from work, and it's super awesome. I'm very excited. So here's our opal. Like I said, if you look, if you look right here, going through the center of it, you can kind of see the reds, and I'm going to try and position that right along the edge of the stone. So I'm really excited. Are you guys excited? Because you should be. All right, so if you take a look at the whatchamacallit, the diagram down low, in the lower right-hand corner, that is the bottom of the gemstone, and we are going to be. Wow! Thank you so much, Cone. I really appreciate that, dude. That is the bottom of the gemstone, and we are going to be starting on G1 at 90 degrees. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to change out my my dial here. We actually got to switch this to 120, our 120 gear. Right now we're working with a 96 gear. The 120. So when we made this design, we made it with the 120. And the difference is that the 120 just has, the teeth are different on it. So if you take a look at this one. You see how the teeth are really close together, and if you take a look at this one, you see how they're really far apart. Yes, so we're switching to the ones that's really close together. You just pissed yourself with anticipation. Well, I'm happy about that. That means I'm doing my job. Also, guys, I did just put up my schedule for this month in my About section. So, oh, hold on, I gotta do this. If you take a look at it, you'll see that next week I am not streaming on Friday, and instead I am streaming Saturday and Sunday because we are celebrating the Renaissance Festival. Because many of them have been canceled, so Unpredictable Artist and Jaxie have put together a virtual Renaissance Festival, and I'm going to be participating in it both Saturday and Sunday next week. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. Alright, so we're going to start with 69 and 111. Perfect. And we got to take off a lot of the stones, so I think I'm going to be putting on a really, really aggressive lap on here. I know, I'm actually really pumped. I don't know what to expect, so it should be an experience. This will also be the first time that they are putting this together, so I'd love for us to show the rough crowd support. Good evening, Val. How are you doing tonight, dude? Thanks for joining. All right, we're at 69. Oh, yeah, dude. So this is a blue opal, and this blue opal actually has a lot of red in it, which is really cool. So it's gonna look almost like a bloody spearhead. Oh yeah. Also, if you look at my schedule on November 30th, because I'm not gonna be streaming on Halloween, but the day after, I'm gonna be doing a stream with a pre-release game. I got sent a key and they asked me if I wanted to stream it, and so I said sure. It's a horror game based around Norwegian and Norse, I think it was Norse mythology, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. It looks scary, actually. Okay, this lap is also kind of loud. Yeah, so I played one of their other games. What was it called? It was called Apsalov. And the gameplay itself was okay. However, it was very, very fun to learn a lot about the Norse mythology and stuff like that. I know, getting free game keys? What can I say? Ooh, that's looking nice! This opal's got such great color. I love it. Oh yeah, I guess I am kind of famous. I was famous for like one day. So the last game I played with them, it was kind of graphic. Not like violence wise, and not what do you call it? No, there's no like nudity or anything, but like when I say graphic, I mean like they cut off our hand and then put something new on it, you know? So like, yeah. What up, El Chow? How are you doing tonight? It is a big opal. I'm hoping we'll be able to save a lot of it, but whenever you facet a stone, you lose a lot of material. You can lose up to 70% of the material. So we're going to try and avoid that, but, you know, we might not be able to. Also, can you guys take a look at the, is there like a little, Oh, it's like the Amazon blacksmith thing. Is there like a little box on the side of the screen? The side like over here where my finger is? So I was looking at it and I'm like, you know what? People have asked me like what kind of cameras I'm using and stuff like that. So I figured I'd just put all my streaming and gaming gear on there. Okay, cool. Good. I just wanted to make sure. And then I'm like, oh look, there's a wish list too. And then I'm like, I don't know what to ask for. So like I put the tea I like on there that I normally drink. Which, by the way, I've been wanting to try other tea, and you guys always recommend all these different kinds of teas. But then I'm like, I don't know how to get this, so I might have to start taking notes and putting that on my wish list. By the way, if you are joining us tonight, we are faceting a blue opal into the shape of the spearhead of Odin. This design down low here is based off of the tip of Odin's spear. And no, that is not a euphemism. So I'm very excited to see this turn out. So all this brown on the bottom here should be gone by the time we're done. And right now we are faceting, if you look at the lower right hand side of the diagram, we are currently faceting G1. I gotta turn this around. I put it on there backward. It's alright, good thing we didn't go too far. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. Homemade wontons. Ooh, I'm jealous. But, as you can see, like, look at that blue. Isn't that just beautiful? It's such a deep blue. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. What up, Suki? Alright, guys, hop over here with me. We gotta turn this thing. All right, so we're just gonna lower you down here. We're gonna come like this. We're gonna drop you down here. All right, so what I gotta do is I gotta move this rock that I'm currently half setting. Okay, come on, Doppy. Thank you. How are you doing tonight, Suki? Thanks for joining. I need fire. You guys like my rainbow pants? Or not rainbow, my shiny pants tonight? I decided tonight I'm faceting, I'm gonna be faceting, what do you call it? Comfy. I'm gonna be comfy tonight. Alright, so we gotta move this down, like so. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna melt the wax that's on the opal. Then we're gonna turn it really quick. Like that. Also, guys, this month, what did I say? Did I say next week? Is it next week on Saturday and Sunday? No, week after. The 9th, or the 10th and the 11th, there is a virtual Renaissance festival going on, and we are going to be part of it. So I will be streaming Saturday and Sunday on the Saturday and Sunday on the 10th and the 11th. We're going to be doing gem cutting, and I'm going to be dressed in my Renaissance garb, which means I will be wearing a nice fancy kilt. You guys better be ready for this kilt stream, and I'm not going to tell you if I'm wearing it traditionally or not. I'll leave that up to your imagination. Alright. Now we're going to let that cool off. By the way, guys, if you are new to my stream, thank you so much for hopping in. Tonight we are faceting a blue opal. What I normally do is I take rough gemstones and I turn them into something beautiful. Like these stones right here. Yes, breezy wear. That's right, Suki. You were so sad the Minnesota Ren Fest was canceled. Me too, Val. I'm in Minnesota also. I was really, really sad about it. I was really excited. Dude, Suki, kilts are the way to go. Dude. Alright, let me move this back here while we wait on this to cool off. Yeah, our friend actually owns a booth at the Colorado Renaissance and Minnesota Renaissance, and she helps run the fantasy art booth. The Ruth Thompson. She's a very, very nice lady, a very talented artist. Oh, hey there, buddy. You coming to say hi to everyone? All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, so I hope you guys can all make it out. All right, 69. Alright, this makes more sense now. Alright, let's get to it. So like I said earlier, this is a kind of a loud wheel here. And if you take a look at the diagram, we are faceting in the lower right hand corner. That is the bottom of the gemstone. We're currently shaping the stone, and we're cutting G1, which all the G's give the stone its actual shape. Oh, Suki, they are so comfortable, dude. If I could wear my kilt to work, I totally would, but I can't. They say it's dangerous because I could burn myself. Which makes sense because, like, when I'm working on jewelry at work, sometimes the rings will pop. And what that means is, like, I'll be soldering one part of the ring, and there was so much tension on another part of the ring that then all of a sudden, all the solder heated up, and it went, and it all, like, explodes. And then hot gold goes everywhere. So I understand why I need to keep my legs fully covered. Oh, it's not fun. Oh, I hate it when that happens so much. Yeah, actually, one of the people that is that's putting together the virtual Ren Fest is from Minnesota, and she works at the Ren Fest. So she's really, really excited to do that. You've had that happen with pizza? Yeah, I've had that happen a lot with not with my bra, but with a lot of people I work with. They'll be like, oh, oh. Because that stuff's so hot, it just burns right through your clothes. I'm a little afraid to put too much pressure on this bad boy. We have the second bit. Do we really, Val? It's Colorado #1. What up, Tim? Our guardian angle has arrived. How you doing tonight, Tim? Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, by the way, guys, in the Discord, under the suggestions section, suggestions for Ryan section, I posted a question asking, so what I want to do is I want to find an artist that I can hire to help me make some overlays for the stream to give us more of kind of a cleaner and more professional kind of look, you know what I mean? And so, but before I can do that, I need to know what kind of components that I need to have. And so I was asking everyone in the Discord what they like about the stream, what they'd like to see more of or less of, and so on and so forth. It's alright, Tim. No worries, dude. So yeah, hop on the Discord, let me know. I'll be like, I want to see Ryan's face and only his face. Or maybe a little less of Ryan, more of the cutting. And so on and so forth. Oh, that's looking nice. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, we forgot about Ron. Hey guys. How's everyone doing? It feels like it has been forever. Ryan's been neglecting me. Sorry. Don't worry. I'm here all week. No. Shoot. Alright, it just came off. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to add a little more wax to it. Because I think when I spun it, it just let go a little bit. Alright. Hop on over. Good old Ron strikes again. It's okay. I kinda... I was actually a little worried that something like that would happen, so it's okay. We can fix it. No, this opal does not have much flash. It's more of an opaque kind of opal. So we won't see much flash on this guy. Let me get a paper over here. Yeah, good old Ron. tea suggestions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I have as you can see, I have a wish list, but I didn't know what to put on it. And I want to try some new teas. Well, I just singed my arm hair. I want to try some new teas, but I don't know even like where to start. So if you guys have suggestions, I am all ears. Do I typically prefer the spice type? I really enjoy chamomile tea. However, for stream, I tend to drink ginger tea because it really helps with my throat a little more. If that makes sense. Alright, so I'm just going to drip a little wax on here so we can just have more of a grip. A little bit of a grip. Right, Opal? All we need and want is for you to stay put. Are you too good for your home? You too good for your home? Alright, let's see if that's enough. I love loose teas. So, I like both bag teas. I don't mind the tea bags. But I also really enjoy loose leaf too. So, like, you guys know I drink out of a cup part of the night. And then I drink out of my teapot. So I typically like to put loose leaf tea in my teapot and then tea bags in my cup. It is too good for its home. Cinnamon tea is delicious. Yes. If you take a look at my oh, look at that! I left the water going. Wow, I bet we're almost out of water now. If you take a look at my what do you call it? The little blacksmith Amazon thing on the right side. There's a tea I put on there that I drink at work called like Bengai Tiger. It's really, really good. It's got a lot of cinnamon in it. Green tea with jasmine. Okay. Black, green, or white? Well, since I stream in the evening, and then it just has to be decaffeinated. And honestly, I like any of them. I'm not picky between green, black, or white. Orange tea, huh? Okay. All right, Ron. We're coming back at you. You better cooperate this time. Bengal Tiger, is that from? Yeah. Yep, the Celestial Seasonings one. I don't mind black licorice. I actually kind of enjoy that that taste as well. Harney and Sons, huh? I've never heard of them. Every type that you've got is amazing, and they sell loose leaf samples for like $2. You can try a bunch. Ah, interesting. I may have to try them. All right, Tim. What is anise? I don't know what that is. Is that a spice? Ooh. Oh, licorice but the spice form. Okay. Like, I'll sometimes drink that throat coat stuff. And I don't mind that. It's kind of like a weird aftertaste sweet that's sweet, which I kind of like. But I know that has licorice root in it. So yeah, tonight we're starting on this opal, and then I think we're gonna finish up that sapphire rupee. Are you guys excited for it? I am. Been working on that forever because Ron decided to throw it like multiple times and was just not having it. He was just not having it. It's looking nice. Yeah, so I have it all dopped up, and we just have to do a little bit more polishing on it, and then we're done. So we're gonna finish that up tonight. I was doing I got a commission for 2 rupees that are blue as earrings. So we're gonna go ahead and finish that up tonight, and then I'll show it off. Yeah, so the commissioner actually got a Triforce and 2 rupees. Triforce is going to be a pendant. The rupees are going to be earrings as a gift for his wife because it is their 5-year anniversary. That's why he wanted blue rupees because they are they're worth 5 money in Zelda. It is really sweet. What up, Shy? How are you doing tonight, dude? Thanks for joining. $69. Four and a half hours, that's how it's going? Sounds good. What does that mean, Shy? Your work deadline for being fully funded is up to 4.5 hours. Oh, man. You're so close that there's nothing more you can do but wait. You'll get it. You'll get it. Good evening, Night Bunny. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining. Headaches? Oh yeah, they're terrible. Luckily, I don't get them often. However, the night after my birthday party, I may have had a little bit of a headache. Well, Shy, I'm glad it's going well, dude, and good luck. Yeah, you know, we partied a little bit on Saturday, which, by the way, for those of you that were able to make it to my birthday, I hope you had fun on Saturday. It was a blast. Aw, thanks, Shy. So this is often the longest part of cutting a stone because we are taking off a lot of material and we are shaping the stone. So that's why it tends to take a bit longer than the other facets. They're also very large facets. So the larger the facet, the longer it tends to take. Also, guys, in the Discord, I did post a thing. I'd love your input. I'm trying to put together an overlay so that our stream looks a little prettier and is more enjoyable to the eyeball. So I'd like your input on what you like about it, what you'd like to see more of, what you think we can see less of, and let me know. The first cut is the deepest. Who fast it runs, cutting the stone and making it the meatest. Oh, thank you. Leave it. Psst. Leave it. Sandala made turkey melts. Ooh, it's good. Oh, whoops. Forgot to do that, automaton. I'll have to do that after. Oh yeah, so how's everyone doing tonight? Did anyone do anything exciting today? Anything fun? We're talking about? Pardon me, I'm going to take a bite of this. Well, yeah, Night Bunny. I looked at those. It's really hard to tell. Maybe you could take it in like natural light without a flash. I might be able to tell you what's up with them. been a grip. How are you doing, Molly? Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it, dude. I hope you and your family / friends have been well. Ooh, there you go, bunny. I am doing well. Tonight we are faceting a blue opal into the shape of a spearhead. And it is going to look amazing. The stone type things I found are also covered in dirt. So I think you'll wash them and perfect. That sounds great. Alright, moving on to G2 at 21. Yeah, what kind of tea you gonna make? By the way, guys, if you are new to my channel and just joining, thank you so much for hopping in. Tonight we are faceting a blue opal. I almost just said a blue gemstone. Ha! Tonight we're faceting a blue opal, and if you take a look at the diagram down low, in the lower right-hand corner, that is the bottom of the gemstone, also known as the pavilion. And we are currently faceting G2, which is the butt end of it. It also is what gives it its shape. 2139. Iron Goddess of Mercy. I have this one tea thing that when you put it in like the pot of water, it opens up into what looks like a flower. It kind of tastes pineapple-y. We actually have a bunch of those. But I'm always like, well, I can't just put it in my normal teapot. I won't be able to see the flower. Oh, that looks so cool. Ooh, I'm loving that. I think we hit it. Right? Let's see. 21. Yep. Okay, we did. Cool. Apparently on Variety sold from, oh my gosh. Now the question is, what makes that tea so good? Why is that tea so expensive? All right, now we're going to go ahead and cut G3. $64. Your cat was giving me a hard time since you're getting ready for bed. Wants to pet him, but he throws a little tantrum when I tell him to go. My cat will do that too, actually. He'll come run at me, and then he'll just flop on the floor and start rolling and be like, meow. Pet me, meow. Pet me. I'm gonna have another bite. I would just be really curious about, like, what makes it taste so good. Kind of like that really expensive coffee, you know, that where they're like, oh yeah, the cat eats the coffee bean and then poops it out and then we collect it. Like, what makes that coffee taste so good? I don't know if I believe that tastes good. I just don't know. I guess I've never looked up reviews. Now the Kona coffee from like Hawaii, oh, that stuff tastes delicious. That stuff's got like a very light, like fruity flavor to it. Sorry, undertone. Like, I really like Kona coffee a lot. I'll have to take a look, buddy. Well, that just happened. It's alright. Ron is just not having it tonight, guys. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We are actually going to reheat the opal. We're going to reheat this. We're just going to reset it all. All of it. Automaton, the real question is, Automaton, does it taste as expensive as it is? Like, does it taste like it should be that expensive? I know, right, Cone? Is that expensive poop coffee, Molly? The one that has to be processed by a cat? Yeah. I've actually wanted to taste, like, try it. Just to see what all the hype is about. But I don't want to pay for it. I wonder if I can find somewhere in Minneapolis that... I'm sure somewhere in Minneapolis sells that coffee. And I'll just be like, yeah, I'll buy a $20 cup of coffee just to try it. See if I like it. And then if I like it, I'll never have it again. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm heating up what is called a dop stick. And if you... It's got wax on the end of it. And that's what holds the stone. So I'm just re-melting all that wax just to kind of... get it all nice and, like, ready to go. So, yeah, I'm redoing it so that we're just going to re-adhere everything. Because for some reason, Ron is not cooperating tonight. And I don't want to lose too much of the stone. Did you just look it up, Val? Coffee and Tea LTD in Linden Hills. Where's Linden Hills? Why does that sound so familiar? So now what I'm doing is I'm heating up the opal so the wax melts when it touches it. And then we're going to adhere the wax on the opal to the wax. There we go. To the wax on the dop stick. I mean, Bunny, it's been processed so much. That's why I'm doing it. I'm not worried. And anyway, I'm willing to try anything once. Why not? What's the worst that'll happen? I'll get pink eye from the steam. I mean, then that'll just be a hilarious story to tell. You're not going to pay for it. You'll try it if it's offered. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, guys. Number 3. Third time's the charm. Oh, wrong one. Alright, see you shortly, Molly. So, Val, where's that place? Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. What's up, Loop? Thanks for joining. So, Ron actually dropped our opal a few times. And I'm also out of water. How you doing tonight, Luke? Alright, Doppy. You better have dopped this well. Alright, I'm gonna go get more water. While I'm getting water, you guys take a look at those. Alright, let's get to it. We are severely hydrated and ready to go. $420 a pound, $10 a cup. I'd pay $10 for a cup of that. Just to try it, I'd do that. Yeah, Night Bunny. Dude, I go to Caribou. You know how much I spend on a cup of coffee? I spend like $5 on a cup of coffee. Alright, so we're gonna go back to 69. Oh good, we're like right there. So we're just gonna cut this. Actually, is that good? Is that preformed enough? What's that, 69, 111? Oh yeah, we're good. Ha ha! Guys, I think we got it on there just about perfect. Alright, so now we're going to go to 64. Right? Are we good on that? Alright, let's go. Also, I think that I think the coefficient of friction right here, that's what it's called, right? Because we ran out of water, I think that's what caused it to fall off. We just ran out of water. I mean, the way I look at it as far as like spending money on stuff, like for example, there's a video game that's coming out in November that I'm very excited about, that I just went and dropped $60 on today, and it's because I want to play it. Some people look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them that, but the way I look at it is, it's a hobby, you know? Just like coffee. If you like coffee, yeah, you can get Folgers pretty inexpensively. Yeah! Thank you so much for following! Wow, we have another Val. Valek. 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 I'm gonna call you Valek. How you doing tonight, Valek? 232. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the rough crowd. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Wow, we got two Vals. We got Val 1 and Val 2. Can I call you guys that? Because Valora's Valora 1 and you are Valek 2. Well, I'm really happy. Welcome. Thank you. The V2. But I look at that kind of stuff as I enjoy it. And if I enjoy something, I'm willing to spend money on it. Just like a hobby. You know, I spend money on gemstones. Lots of money on gemstones. And it's a hobby. Same thing with video games. Video games for me are a hobby. And that's something that I spend money on. What game did I buy? Cyberpunk. So, yeah, we're going to be streaming Cyberpunk in November. And he perked up like a meerkat. Just lurking on your website and you're... Oh, thank you so much, Val2. I really appreciate that, dude. I do commissions if you are interested, anyone. Hop over to my website, ryan56k.com, and check it out. I also do sell completed pieces. Tonight we are working on a blue opal. And if you take a look at the diagram down low in the lower right hand corner, that is the bottom of the gemstone, also known as the pavilion. And we are currently shaping the stone. The stone has actually fallen off a couple times. So we're giving it its natural shape. And you'll see everything's labeled down there. So we are currently working on G3 at 64 at 90 degrees. Go. I have to be really careful when I'm doing this because I don't want to put too much pressure or it'll just go and come right off. So I got to be really careful with that. 116. I'm also using a very, very aggressive lap, so it really cuts the stone a lot. And when you use an aggressive lap, it tends to be quite rough on the stone. So I just got to be careful of that. Next is 120. Because if I'm too rough with it, then it won't want to stay on. Especially this opal, it does not like it rough. That tea was way too bright. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand. Alright, how's this looking? I think that's looking pretty darn good. Alright, now we go to 69. Actually, I think that is pretty good. Maybe we'll bring this down just a little bit. Just a hair. One of my hairs. You didn't like it? It tasted like a morning person feels. I'm a morning person. And I'm a night person. I'm just an all-around happy to be awake person. These bright eyes. I'm kind of digging this song. Also, guys, so I use the Pretzel Rocks, which is, because I can't have music that is, what do you call it, copyright on here. And so I've been using this. However, I do see a lot of other people use Spotify while they stream, and they don't seem to get in trouble. Is that something? Can anyone, like, Google that and confirm if I can actually use Spotify? Like, do they just use Spotify and they just, like, type in for a category? Because I've never actually used Spotify myself. Do they just, like, type in a category and be like, non-copyright? I do love a good tea. Yo, what up, Ben? How are you doing, dude? Thanks for joining. I am fascinating, Gugnir. Yes. How you doing tonight, D-Man? Thanks for joining. Okay, so that's really what's going on. I might have to do that. Though, I do enjoy the music on this, too. It's pretty good. Pretty darn good. Ooh, what's your cooking, Demon? Looking forward to a day off. I've had this whole week off, and it is glorious. I am on vacation this week, and it feels amazing. Pasta and chicken, mushroom, and cabbage, and possibly other stuff. And the kitchen sink, along with some peanut butter. What's the other? What's the oddest thing that you've ever tried that was surprisingly good? Anyone? So I tried pickles and peanut butter on a sandwich, like a pickled peanut butter sandwich. And it was surprisingly good. It can't be like sweet pickles. It's got to be like just regular dill pickles. Grilled cheese and jelly. Frozen durian. Isn't durian that really smelly fruit? Did you freeze it so you didn't have the smell? And bad decisions. I bet you, Val 1, I bet you that's what Val 2 was saying the next day. You don't have one, but you have a whole book about matching flavors based on chemical properties. you end up getting some really weird but apparently awesome tasting. That's a really cool idea for a book. I didn't even know that thing existed. Automaton, what's the name of that book? Or we gotta go a little more. Only like that much. Dude, I should get that book and then try the combinations on stream. Whenever you guys like, we can do a community like thing, and if we hit the goal, then I'll try a random recipe from the book. It'd be like anchovies and olives, and I'll be like, oh. The flavor matrix. There we go. Okay, we're good right there. Alright, next is 39. The flavor matrix. I'm gonna have to try that out. Live stream of cat poop coffee. If I can find the coffee shop here in Minnesota, I will totally stream that. I'll just pop it on for like 10 minutes while I'm in the coffee shop and just be like, alright guys, check it out. I've got the cat poop coffee. Yes, Val. So Demon, you know the coffee beans that one cat, I don't even know what kind of cat it is. The cat like eats it, the feline eats it, and then digests it, and then poops it out whole, a coffee bean, and then it's all collected, cleaned off, obviously, processed, and apparently the coffee is like, what is it, like $400 a kilo or something? The Palm Civet. Alright, cool. Now we can get rid of this aggressive lap and drop down to a less aggressive. You can see how shiny this is? That's all the diamonds and stuff on it. Now watch, when I put the next one on, you're going to be like, whoa, I can see the difference. This one is still an aggressive lap, but it's a much lower grit. $420 US per pound. Oh, that's insane. Wow, thanks Val1. I really appreciate that. All right, we're gonna go to 69. Zero excuses now. I do really enjoy coffee. I've actually, so I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day typically, even though I love it. Because whenever I drink that second cup of coffee, my stomach hates me. And it's like, Ryan, we're going to kill you now. But then, like, later in the day, if I go to, like, Starbucks or Caribou Coffee, which, by the way, in Minnesota, you go to Caribou Coffee, you don't go to Starbucks. Caribou all the way. You do the full 12 cups. Oh my gosh. See, I couldn't do that. I would be on the toilet half the day. I've tried Dun Bros. I can't say I'm a fan of it. I have definitely tried Dun Bros. Caribou all the way. Oh, yes, I'm talking about. Welcome back, Cone. You do honestly prefer Caribou, but your sister works for Dun Butters? What's Dun Butters? So you are contractually obligated. They put butter in their coffee. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Oh, Caribou coffee is delicious. I've actually really been big into matcha lattes recently. I have not tried buttered coffee, no. Done Butters. If you ever text her to say, sorry, it was the autocorrect. That's what we call autocorrect here, is the autocorrect. Yeah, the matcha latte, I even have some like instant matcha latte packets. But ever since I went to Japan, I've just loved matcha so much. Oh, it's so good. Like I went to a cat. Oh, Jinx! Sorry. Thanks. I went to a cat cafe, and they had free beverages, and you could drink all the matcha tea you wanted. So I just kept doing it, and then I felt bad. That's interesting, Val, too. Matcha Kit Kats. I do enjoy Kit Kat. Yeah, I'm gonna put all this stuff on there. I'm gonna be like, guys, since I started this wish list, I've gained 10 pounds. As I eat some cheesecake. Night Bunny, do you know what matcha is? Oh yeah, this is when we went to a really good steakhouse for my birthday, and what's for dinner? Whatever Sandy doesn't eat. It's in the marriage contract. I have to finish whatever Sandy doesn't eat. So, matcha is like, what? It's like a dehydrated green tea or concentrated concentrated green tea. It's got more of a more of like an earthy flavor to it. Yeah, clone. That's how I gained 50 pounds since I've been married. Yeah, so the but yeah, I like matcha tea because I'm not big into sweet stuff. And matcha is very mellow, so that's why I really like it. But so for my birthday, we went to this place called Porterhouse, which is like the best steak you'll ever eat in your life. Yar. And ooh, you're gonna tell me where, Val 2. But oh yeah, so we went there, and I'm not a big beef guy. Like if I have a choice, I'll take chicken over beef. However, this place I do typically get a steak. However, this time they had swordfish, and I'm like, I've never had swordfish. I wonder what that tastes like. So I got it, and I was like, okay, I imagine it'd be kind of like salmon. It's alright, Night Bunny. Hang around. You'll learn. You'll learn what's what. Oh, we have a... I know there's a lot of Kyotos, actually. I know where a couple of them are. It's the all-you-can-eat sushi place. That place is delicious. Love it. There's another one called Akita that actually the owner of Kyoto broke off of. But anyway, so I had swordfish. And has anyone else ever had swordfish? It looks like Demon has. It, like, I was expecting like you know, kind of like a real fishy, like, kind of thing where if you eat a salmon or something like that, right? Nope. This was like chicken. Oh, it was so good. So good. Yeah, it didn't taste fishy at all. It was so good. I've had alligator. I've had that. That's at our state fair. Oh, yeah. Whoa! Alice, 3 months! Oh, hello. Randomly came in at the fish conversation. And yes, swordfish is delicious. My family's favorite. Honestly, Demon, there's nothing special about alligator. How you doing tonight, Alice? Thank you so much. Yeah, Cone. Alligator's just water chicken. Thank you, Cone. I really appreciate it, dude. Yeah, tonight we are faceting a blue opal. I'm afraid to put pressure on it because I don't want it to break. Let me grab my teapot real quick. You guys like my shiny pants? Check it. Isn't that cool? Check it. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, I definitely okay. So I before I became a goldsmith, I was a contractor and I installed cameras and GPS systems all around the United States on public transportation vehicles like buses, trains, and all that stuff, right? And when I was in Texas for probably a good like 3 or 4 months doing it in Dallas, and I went over to one of the seaside towns on like one of my weekends off or whatever, and I had some fish there, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best fish I've ever had. And so, yes, it definitely makes a difference um, if you're at a place that can get it fresh. Like in Minnesota, we'll catch sunnies and we'll fry up some sunnies, right? But it does not taste the same as fish from the ocean. I've also noticed the more I've had eel in like sushi, the more I notice the fishy taste. So I have actually kind of stopped ordering it because that bothers me. And I didn't know that they were being overfished. Oh no! Your dad's summer house is on the beach in North Carolina. So we go and fish market and get nice. Poor eels. You live on a peninsula and can get fresh lobster slash halibut from a guy in a van. You're spoiled. That's awesome, dude. Well, I can go to a lake anywhere in Minnesota and get a fish. So there. I've got over 10,000 to choose from. You want friends that you can see? I mean, is Minnesota near Kansas? I'm like what? 12 hours north? 12 hours northwest? No, not near. I mean, I'm like a Canadian because I'm in Minnesota, right? I kind of get that. I kind of have that little Canadian accent. Car, I say car, and the way I say bagel. I mean, it works, right? I sound Canadian. I'm Canadian because I have a snowblower. I don't think I know anyone that lives in Kansas. Nope, I don't. Yeah, yeah, it's tiny compared to what it started out as, isn't it? Yep, that's what happens. It's really unfortunate that so much waste comes from it, but that's the price of beauty. Tomorrow starts Inktober. I cannot draw. I have tried drawing, and actually in college. So I went to a community college, and even in college, I tried. I took a drawing class, and I was okay, but that was about it. Really bent. Welcome back, Tim. What'd you miss? Oh, we're just talking about fish and where it's good to eat, and Bent is talking about snow and how um, I'm Canadian because I own a snowblower. So far, Ron's being okay. So far. You used to fish? I've never really been big into fishing. I actually get pretty bored when I do it. Oh, hey, bud. I didn't even see you. Rejected. I just get so bored. I'm just like, all right, I'd rather be doing something else. Like I got some gemstones to do. We can go, we can go walk around. I enjoy walking. Oh my gosh! So I went to Red Lobster with my coworkers, and as soon as you go in, there's like a tank full of lobsters. So you know what I did? I specifically did not order anything that had lobster in it because I felt so bad for those lobsters. I'm so empathetic toward animals. Yeah, last year for in the winter, it got so cold here in Minnesota. I took a. This is the first time I've done it too. I took a pot of boiling water and I went outside and I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, this will work. And I went into the air and then it went and snow came down. It was awesome. It was so cool. Oh yeah, Nuss? Especially when you get to ear them. Fish don't have ears. What are you doing to the fish, Nuss? You know, I actually kind of enjoy it. Like, that's what I really like about autumn is when you go outside and you like taking that like deep breath of you just go of like that cool crisp air, and it's like when you just have that craving sometimes of like, I don't know, down a pop like in like one big swig, just do a big swig to feel that kind of like that burn in your throat, you know? I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, that first breath of chilled air, it just wakes you up. I love it. You can't do the only winter sport you really enjoy anymore because of your feet. You have to get specific. So I've actually started trying to ice skate. I'm pretty bad. I can barely turn. So like when we're going around the rink, I'm like, up. All right. Whoa! Barely missed that one. Up. Then I hit another wall. Don't tell my kids that fish don't have ears. We have been telling them that if they tap and bang on the fish tank, that the girls are hurting the fish. Well, I imagine fish do have a way of hearing. Actually, I'm sure they do, and I just don't know anything about it. But, like, I don't know. Do they have visible ears? Fish use text to speech. They use bubble to speech. Actually, I found out that goldfish, do you know how goldfish communicate? Goldfish communicate via flatulence. They just sit there all day swimming. They're like, hey, Mark, how are you? They actually do. I think that's hilarious. That's right, you are. What up, Control? How are you doing tonight, dude? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm so bad at skating. I even rollerbladed as a kid. How do I keep that opal hydrated? Well, there is water on this. So that's keeping it hydrated. Otherwise, this opal... I don't know, this opal's really dense. So it doesn't have that play of color. Oh, poor Yar. Hey, man, it's alright. People just get out of your way. That's what they do to me. I'm just like, excuse me, excuse me. You're a great skater. You're a great skater when you have one of those things you hold on to. You never learned to skate well? Yeah, I never learned how to skate very well either. I just kind of taught myself on rollerblades as a kid, and so that's just what I do when I ice skate. I think Control's referring to their shoes. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. That's sweet. This is turning out great. All right, now we're going to go to 64. Yeah, I've definitely skated only a handful of times as well. I haven't done it a lot. That's right. We should start a GoFundMe so that we can have Ryan 56Con after coronavirus. Have a great night, buddy. Thank you so much for hopping in. I really appreciate it, dude. I will catch you on Friday. I mean, I didn't know how to ice skate until I went to an actual skating rink. And I was like, alright, let's do it. And I hopped in and did it. And it actually was not very difficult. The hard part is turning and stopping. I can't stop. I have to literally run into a wall to stop. Alright, 64. Let's hop back to you. Yar. What's the difference between a figure skate and like a hockey skate? Also, I want to know who invented skates. Like, who was like, hey, check out this knife. I just attached it to the bottom of my shoe. Watch me go and skate on this sword. Like, who thought it? Like, snowshoes, I understand. I understand the need for snowshoes. But who's like, hey, let me see your short sword. Check this out. Ha! Now it's stuck in your boot. And then the guy's like, oh. Well, let's try this out. You know, like, who thought of that? Oh, Demon, you gotta come to Minnesota. Let's see, last year I had a pile of snow from the plows and from snow blowing that was taller than me. Alright, that thing was probably near 10 feet tall. You could literally build a castle in it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, who thought of that? Also, guys, I have a serious question. Serious question. All right. Are you ready for this? Serious question. So, are we all aware of the Kool-Aid Man? You know, the guy that comes and busts through a wall and goes, "Oh yeah." I heard this on the radio and I thought it was really interesting. So, is the Kool-Aid Man the pitcher, or is the Kool-Aid Man the actual Kool-Aid? Both? But what if the Kool-Aid Man came in with like orange juice in him instead of Kool-Aid? Or like, what if he came in with Tang? Right? What if he was just full of Tang? The OJ or the Tang Man, obviously. Yeah, are we vampires? What up, Sibis? How are you doing? What is up with the window on the Microsoft gem design? Okay, why you gotta ask the existential questions like that? I'm going to be pondering that all night. I mean, like, you'd still know it was the Kool-Aid Man if he broke through a wall and had, like, a beer inside him and said, oh, yeah. You know? Like, you would know he was the Kool-Aid Man, so does that mean that he is the pitcher and whatever's inside of him does not matter? Think about it. Because, I mean, okay. If he was the liquid, I feel like his eyeballs would be sloshing around in there. You know what I mean? I mean, give this a thought. Your electrical impulses running through cell wiring, running a bone mech covered. That's right, Bell One. Does your skin make you human, or is it your blood and organs? Ooh. Is Bingo the dog or the farmer? B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, you're right. You're right. Oh my gosh. Was Bingo the dog or the farmer? Have a great night, Automaton. Thanks for hanging out, dude. I mean, okay. Hold on. I'm thinking about this one now. Can you call it a semi-truck if it has a trailer attached? Because then wouldn't that just make it a full truck? Bingo McDonald? Nuts! Trucks have trailers attached to the frame. Then how do you make a semi-truck just a truck and not like a partial truck, right? Because like a semicircle or a semicircle is like half a circle, right? So what's a semi-truck? It's half a truck. Mac and cheese with or without hot dogs in it. I do not enjoy hot dogs in my mac and cheese. Though I have had it. I've had it with like the Johnsonville cheddar wurst. Ooh, that was good, but I still prefer it just without. There you go, Molly. Put some Spam in there. Some good old Minnesota Spam. Super weird question. Would you be able to facet a breast milk / epoxy stone? I don't think I can... I don't think I'd be able to do epoxy. I feel like it would either gum up my wheels or something like that. I mean, I'd be willing to give it a try on one of my older wheels and see if it actually facets nice. And I have an old polish lap that I don't use, so I could definitely try it out. Too soft? No. I have faceted fluorite. Fluorite is like what? What's the hardness on fluorite? It's like 4. Oh, that was a nightmare. Hated that one. You can cap epoxy, yeah, but when you polish it, so when you polish the epoxy, it's, for cabochons, it's more of like a buffing wheel, so it's soft. My wheels are solid metal for polishing. So, I mean, I'd be willing to try it. Alright, guys, we're going to go to P1 at 41 degrees. Ron decided to be nice. Let's do it. A mouse fart can damage fluorite. That's true. Totally can. I've had it happen. Mouse just came running across the wheel and went... How do you even make a mouse fart? And then ran away. Thank you, Tim. True story. Do you guys see this stone? Like, look at those reds in there. The reds and blues. Oh, this is a beautiful stone. I mean, fluorite turns out really nice. And actually, I've made a few designs specifically for fluorite because fluorite is so hard to find a design for because of the refractive index. Yeah, Loop, I'm definitely willing to try. Alright, Yarn Demon. Have a good outing. Oh, dude, this is gonna be... Oh yeah, this is badass. This is nice. Alright, Val1, thanks so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You're planning to get this set of silver spear handle type thing. Yeah, dude. That would look sweet. That's awesome, Sibis. By the way, before you ask, I have no idea where this is from. The blue opals from Kentucky? Or are you saying you're from Kentucky? I've got some really nice fluorite, actually, that's got green and purple in it. Both. Well, good to know. This is Kentucky blue opal. Oh, the fluorite. Your wife is so excited telling me about fluorite, and then I had to ask her what she was talking about. So basically, it's paint from Ford. Yeah, from the Ford factory. Yeah, yeah, Fordite. It's all the drippings. Yeah, here in Minnesota, we only have agates. I don't think we really have anything else. Which is unfortunate. I want to get all this top rock off. I'm a couple of hours away from sapphires. What? Where? Tell me. Is it in the Dakotas or over in Wisconsin? I am not a couple hours from Montana. I'm like, what, 8 to 10 hours from Montana? No, I don't think so, Cone. You know why? Because I feel like I'd already be cross-eyed because I've been working on jewelry for so many years, too. Oh, hold on, 120. Let's get you down to 0. There is one greenstone in Minnesota. I think it's Superior Base Mineral. Is that the one that that glows under fluorescent light? What is silkstone, Loop? I've never been mining. I want to go mining, actually. Pretty bad. Maybe I'll do that for my birthday next year. I'll get all my friends together and we'll go on a mining trip for a week. Similar to Tiger's Eye? Okay. What's it look like? Oh, I want to do it so bad. $60. Wait, that actually looks really cool. I like that. And it gives the opal a little bit of stability, especially because there's kind of a crack going through it right now. Ooh, that looks good! Dude! Cone, you're gonna love this, man. Thanks for the lurks, guys. Yeah, what up, Spineless McGee? This opal, dude, this opal's looking amazing. I'm gonna have to cut more of these. I've got a bag with a bunch of them in it. This is actually one of the, I picked out all the good ones and put them on my website, but I might just have to grab some random one out of there. Fasten it up. This looks really good. Yo, what up, Racing Kid? Thanks for joining. How are you doing tonight, dude? By the way, thanks for saving me from the zombie horde with your exploding race car. Exploding RC car. You saved our lives. I'm doing fantastic. I'm on vacation this week. I'm working on a commission here for the Worldly Code. And, yeah. I'm having a great week. I'm going to probably play some video games tonight after the stream. Also, I went ahead and pre-ordered Cyberpunk. So we're going to be streaming that in November. I'm excited. Yeah! Oh yeah, another thing, guys. I got a company sent me a beta key to stream. Hold on one moment. I got to shut my door. I'm being too loud. Yeah, so they sent me a... So I've played one of their games before, and they decided to send me a code because they saw me streaming it. And their games are very Norse mythology inspired. And so they made a horror game that isn't released yet. So we're going to be playing that the day after Halloween, I believe. Loop, I don't think it'll let you post the link here. You're more than welcome to message Spineless McGee or toss it in the Discord. Or where am I at here? I'm at 41 degrees, 64, and 116. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that on November 1st, and then Cyberpunk. Actually, I'm thinking I might try. I'm gonna try and see if I can get the day off of work, and maybe just stream that all day. Oh, sorry, Tim. We're at 41. Thank you, Tim. By the way, guys, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for hopping in. I really appreciate it. If you're having fun, consider pressing that follow button. And tonight we are faceting a blue opal into the shape. If you look at the design down low, It is supposed to be a spearhead. It's actually Odin's spearhead. And no, that is not a euphemism. And it's a blue opal and there's red in it. So we're going to try and get the red around the edges of it. And so it looks like blood is like on the spear. I think it'll look really, really cool. And if you take a look at the diagram, you'll see it's labeled so you can follow along and know where we're at. We are currently faceting P2 at 41 degrees. Cone, there is a crack that emerged in the stone, but I think it'll be okay. If it didn't break while we were doing the, it didn't break while we were doing the girdle, so I think we're okay, man. FaceTiming your mom, tell her how to set up the TV. Wish you were... Yes. All right, where are we at here? We got to go to 42 degrees now and go to 67. Okay, I see where that's faceting. See, on opaque stones, so on opaque stones, it's really hard to see where the meat points are and stuff, because like, for example, I gotta get more water anyway, so you guys can take a look at these. But for example, on these, you can see each individual facet, right? And on this one, they all just kind of meld together because of the colors and everything. Alright, I gotta go get more water. I'll be right back. Alright, let's get back to it. Yeah, y'all. Oh, this is looking so nice. I'm loving this stone. This is beautiful. To be fair, I didn't know what to expect going into cutting this. Because every opal can be different, in my experience. None of them cut the same. Because they're so... The way they form, every single one forms so differently. And so, like, you could just hit a pocket. And then... and then it's like, then you're like, oh, okay. And some of them cut so fast, some of them cut really slow. Like this one's cutting kind of slow. It's crazy. I went to the hardware store today to get wood for, because I want to build a desk, especially so I can use the new light box that my moderators bought for me, so that the camera can look way better. And I realized I cannot fit. I can't fit even like 10-foot 2x4s in my car. My car is literally too small. So then I call my friend up because he's got an SUV, right? He's got like it's like a Toyota hybrid something, and his car is also not able to fit a 10-foot thing in it because of just of the way it's designed, and I'm like, what? So I was very disappointed because I wanted to start building that today. By the way, guys, if you have any questions about what I'm doing, please feel free to ask. I love talking about what I do. All right, now we're going to go to 59 degrees. And we're going to cut P4. How do I get it so moist? What up, Mofugness? It's been a while, dude. How are you doing? You know how I get it moist? Like this. Okay, anytime. Yeah. Thanks for joining, man. How have you been? I hope you are well. Oh, whoops, I shouldn't have started spinning yet. Oh, you've lurked a few times? Well, thank you for the lurks. I really appreciate your support, dude. Busy unpacking and getting your new schedule set. Did you move? Congratulations! It's terrifying, isn't it? And especially in this market, man, at least in Minnesota, like Sandy and I were at it for 3 months trying to buy a house. And every time we went out with a realtor, we found a house we liked, and we put in an offer. And we always got outbid every single time. It was so annoying. It was so stupid. So then we got lucky with this house because everyone's afraid of the basement, as you guys may have seen. My basement looks kind of scary because the previous owners had a giant flood a long while back and never fixed it. So like all the walls are missing, the floor's all torn up. And by torn up, I mean they pulled up like all the tile that was down there and stuff. And also when we bought the place, the deck was falling apart. And so, yeah, no one really wanted to touch it. I'm like, we could do this. 3 years later, still not done. Because of money. Well, okay, we fixed the sewer. The sewer line was literally caving in on itself. So we fixed that. Oh, dude, Mofugnis. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Congratulations. That's gotta feel good. So yeah, I ended up rebuilding the deck. We fixed the sewer line, which we were able to thankfully put in a liner into it, but they couldn't access the liner from inside our house, so they had to dig a big hole in our yard. And our sewer line is 150 feet long, so they're like, yeah, that's extra money. So that was fun. Ooh, it's looking good. What else? We just had to replace our furnace and our AC. So it's like we're all ready to do a project, you know, remodel the bathroom and do some other stuff, and then all of a sudden, something breaks. Isn't that how it goes, right? That's how it goes. We have some friends that have a house, and they're always remodeling, like, everything, and I'm like, where do you get all the money to be able to do this? Like, I could do it myself, like they are, but I can't afford the materials or, like, a roll-off or anything like that. All appliances? Dude, Mofugnis. Probably refinancing. Yeah, that might be. Dude, Cone, this looks so good. I can't even get over how good this looks, dude. Alright, so we're backing up to P1 at 41 degrees. Yeah, when we came to view the house, you're heating and air guy, so you'll pull. Oh, that's nice, dude. That's the other thing with this house. They've got everything wrong as far as the HVAC system goes. Like I have a vent in front of my closet that spits air out, but not in front of my window. And I've got another one that's under a window that's an intake. And I've got another one that's like on just a blank wall in the house that spits air out. And I'm just like, oh god, this is so bad. Oh, interesting loops. I didn't think of that. Alright, where are we at? P1, 41 degrees. Good. 120. They used to do that in older houses, kinda. Yeah, it really is. Get you up here a little more, shall we? So people can actually see you in all of your beauty. Alright, so we got to cut that down a little bit in ways. I got to be careful not to put too much pressure on this opal, because if it pops off, we're in trouble. It does look awesome, doesn't it? Also, I've got the red line going right across that edge there. So it's going to look, when we cut the top of it, it's going to look just like there's blood around the edge of the spear. The spearhead. Oh, it's going to look so good. That was actually the commissioner's idea. They were like, hey, can you get the red around there so it looks like blood? And I'm like, oh my god, that's so smart. Today was pretty epic for you. Your sister, after 3 years, has gotten her depression under control and hit me up. Dude, congratulations, man. That's a great feeling. I'm waiting for the day that my younger, older brother messages me. He's like, hey, Ryan, you want to hang out? I cannot wait. That's awesome, dude. I'm really happy to hear that. And that's great for her. I hope it all goes well, dude. Oh, almost there. There's some scratches and I don't like it. Although the polishing should get those scratches out. Oh, that's cool. How old's your son gonna be, dude? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Birthday to you. Turning 11? Well, that's awesome. Dude, maybe your sister can start being an aunt again. Oh, I bet that... I have the best memories of my aunt. Granted, my aunt is close to my age. My aunt is like 8 years older than me. But, yeah, I have such great memories of my aunt. Did you say a ghost mantis? What is that? You're just giving him a praying mantis? You're saying, you get him one of those boxes and be like, and here's a praying mantis. It's a ghost mantis. You can't see it. He only shows himself at night. He's caught one every year for 3 years, and he has kept them alive well into winter. The last two have even laid eggs. Wow. He's gifted. You've had Australian giant walking sticks as pets. The only exotic pet that I've ever owned was a sulcata tortoise. And I stand by what I've said before. Tortoises should never be pets. They need so much room. My tortoise literally did the Kool-Aid Man through our neighbor's wall in the apartment complex we lived in. Actually, Sandy and I, so tortoises are my favorite animal. And so Sandy and I were watching the show. This is well after we ended up giving him to a rescue. We had him for 3 years. He got to be about the size of a football. Then we're like, we don't have the space for him to have a good life. So it was a sad time. But he, we were watching the show called Naked and Afraid, and they ended up catching a tortoise, and we were like, no, and then. Like, we thought that they were just going to eat it right away, but you know what they did? They were stupid. Because they don't know what tortoises are like. What they did was they trapped it in like a cage stick thing that they made. And as soon as we saw that, Sandy and I were like, oh, the tortoise will be fine. Because tortoises are so, like, one-track minded that if they want to get out of something, they will. They literally just sit there and just go for hours. And the next morning on the show, the tortoise was gone. And we were like, yes! That's awesome, motherfuckness. You know what? And that's how it should be. And that's how owning a pet should be. It is for life, and you get a pet, and you get a pet that you know you can support and give a good life to. You know, like that's the whole reason why we decided to get greyhounds. Not because they're amazing, but because of our lifestyle. You know, greyhounds are very lazy and take very little maintenance because they're short hair. They don't have a lot of health issues, and so that's awesome. You have a really good kid, dude. $64, 116. Thank you, Tim. Oh, what up, Felice? No, I've never heard of a water scorpion. It sounds terrifying, though. I don't think I want to hear about a water, like... You have a water dragon? I have a dragonette in my aquarium. He's a psychedelic dragonette. And we call him Psychonaut because he's not psycho. Thanks for joining tonight. How are you doing, Valise? Alright, next we go to P3, 42 degrees. Time to read, and by read you mean the chat. I'm glad you're doing well, Valise. Now, I know, I'm just joshing. You know, pulling your chain, yanking your leg, foxing around. Conflicts of law. You need a loop cam? You know, you're not the first one to ask for that. The Fox and the Hound? Yes. Ah, I remember growing up with that. I don't know how I do a loop cam, though. How would I even set that up? You have to pick the camera up and hold the loop. Yeah, I suppose. That would be the only way. Then I can't use the loop. Cone, you still here? You still here, Worldly Cone? Or did you fall asleep on me? Yeah, meat point. That's what I'm talking about. Alright guys, now we get to move on to high polish. Well, you can put a camera to your right on the window and mount a loop to you, but that requires you to check the stone at the exact spot. No, it's not easy, especially when it's still in the arm. That would be kind of hard. That'd be kind of difficult. I might just have to Google like loop arm or loop cameras. All right, motherfuckers. We're almost done. So what this is, guys, is this is our polishing lap. We have a 14,000 grit diamond paste on it. This is what will give it a nice mirror finish. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my gosh. $113 and $67. It's hard going from a 96 gear to a 120 gear, because the 96 gear, every middle line is every 6. It's like every 6 count, and on the 120 gear, it's every 5 count. So I got to be careful and really keep in mind what's going on. I do not have an 80 gear. I only have a 96 and 120. Oh, that looks so nice. That polishes up so good. Oh, yes! Alright, let's go to 59 degrees. Get that butt end done. So we're going to go to P4. 21. No, 120 can actually do 5-fold. 120 can. That's why I opted for a 120 over an 80, because it can do so much more. Oh, that's so clean. 39. Wait till you guys see this. Oh man, does this look nice. Like a mirror. Then we gotta go to 41 degrees. We go to 64. Right, 64. 41 degrees. We're good. And this is polishing up fast. I'm digging it. Look at that. That was even a big fast, and that thing just polished up. Ooh! Oh, that looks so good. I love it when it works out. One of the best feelings is when something polishes up so perfect and nothing goes wrong. There's no scratches. It just looks so good. No happy little mistakes here. These are all perfectly no mistakes. Oh yeah, almost done, almost done. Oh, that looks so good. All right, let's go here, 120. Drop that down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, almost done, boys. Actually, so I'm gonna finish polishing the bottom of this, and then I got one more facet to polish on this sapphire, and then I can show you guys the sapphire and the stone. The sapphire is actually a Zelda rupee. I know. I got them both done. So all we have left on is to polish the table, and then we're good. Then we're good to go. It's exciting and very, very frightening. But no thunderbolts and lightning. Oh, yes. So, oh, that looks so good. Yeah. What up, Insomniac? How you doing tonight, dude? I am honored to have you in my channel watching. Guys, if you have not checked out Insomniac, Valise, can you give him a shout out? If you have not checked out Insomniac Rap, dude, you gotta check this guy out. He is amazing. He literally just takes things from chat or what he sees, and he just flows. Man, he goes for like 10 minutes or more, and he just goes. I can't even do it. I can't even do it, Insomniac. Force you out of hiding? Yeah. We can fasten if we want to. We can leave the rough behind. Because if your points don't meet and your fasts don't shine, then they're no gems of mine. I say, we can fasten if we want to. I have the lyrics written down. I don't remember them by heart. Man, I wish I could drop rhymes like you. I've tried. I cannot. And I listen to Nelly. Oh, man, do I love Nelly. Nelly's one of my faves. But, yeah, I've tried, and I just can't. Nope. No way. Insomniac coming in to the chat, trying to get me to rap. Dropping me a beat, but I get some cold feet. Takes a lot of practice. So what exactly is this? What up, Stratos? How are you doing? So what this is faceting. I am taking raw gemstones, such as this turquoise, or such as here. Let me show you. Let me show you, dude. I actually just finished this one. So what I do is I take raw material and I turn them into beautiful gemstones like this, right? So like, for example, if you take a look at this, this right here is a raw piece of morganite that I can fasten. So this was mine. What we're working on tonight is actually blue opal. And let me show you what I just turned it into. Over here. So I took a piece of raw opal and I turned it into. Here, actually, let me grab. So I'm gonna put my loop over the camera, my eyeball. All right, check it out. Oh, that looks so good. So if you take a look at the diagram down low, you'll see that that is the stone that we are fastening. So in the lower right, that's the bottom of the gemstone, which is what we just finished. Thanks, I'm really glad. Yeah, doesn't that look great, Sibis? So here, let me see if I can show you on my big camera up here. All right, so this stone started out looking like something. Let me grab a piece. All right, so this stone started out looking something like this, right? It's just a raw piece of opal, nothing done with it, and so we're following the diagram, and we're actually getting some good results here. Check it out. Actually, here, I want you to see the top. It's turning out really nice, isn't it? Yeah, so what this is supposed to be is a spearhead. It's going in a pendant. So you see the red lines around the edges there? I'm trying to get the red there so it looks like there's blood on the spearhead. Isn't that cool? Man, that turned out good. So yeah, what I do, welcome back, Yar. What I do is I do a lot of nerd inspired cuts. So we're actually going to finish up this, and then we'll call it a night. Let me pop it up here. One moment. So we're going to finish up our rupee. We're doing a Zelda rupee. So yeah, I designed gemstones and faceted them. And we're going to finish up this one right here. This is a blue sapphire. You'll see it's very thin because that's what the commissioner wanted. But yeah, if you have any questions, please ask. I love talking about what I do. So what dictates the shapes you're cutting? Just whatever you're feeling. So what dictates it is the diagram. So if you look down low, you'll see the diagram, and we actually make a lot of designs. And that's what the diagrams are the how do I explain it? So the diagrams tell me what angle to put this at. right? This is the angle of the stone. And they also tell me what facet to cut, too. So like right now we're at 45 degrees because we have to cut the table or the flat part. So if you look at the diagram down low in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see it's labeled T, big T right there, right down here. And that is the facet that we are going to be high polishing and giving a nice mirror finish to. Yeah, exactly. They're like blueprints. Oh, I see. So what dictates the shapes of cutting? I gotcha. Okay. So when you look at a piece of rough, here, let me just get started on this real quick. When you look at a piece of rough, it kind of speaks to you, and is like, hey, I'll do best in this shape, like a triangle or a marquee or an oval or a round. And actually, I could show you an example here as soon as I'm done polishing this up real quick. Is that the question you were asking, Stratos? Because, yeah, that just comes from experience, kind of seeing like, all right, this piece will do best in this shape, whereas this one, not so much. This would be better in this other shape. Yeah. Yeah, it's a jigsaw puzzle from there. Yeah, you just kind of, like, I'll sit there and be looking at it. I'll sit there and look at it for, like, it can go up to an hour. Where I'm just like, all right, how am I going to position this? Because you also, when you're looking at a rough gemstone and figuring out what the best shape will be for it and stuff like that, you also got to look at what's inside the stone, right? Because the stone can have inclusions. It can have gas pockets, it can have liquid pockets, it can have feathers in it. And when I say feather, like little cracks going in it. Just the way that it grew. And oh, what up, Alistair? How have you been? I hope you're feeling better. Thanks for joining. So you also have to be very much aware of that. You know what I just realized? I faceted this on my 96, and this is my 120, so we got to switch our gears again. Changing gears. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better, dude. Hey, Felice, are you still around? I don't know if, or Yar. I don't know if I saw it, but could we make sure that we get a shout out to Insomniac Rap? If it happened already, well, he'll get another one. There we go. Thanks. Sorry I missed it. I was like, why is this polishing funny? And then I realized why. Yeah, so this is how gemstones are hand cut. A lot of gemstones that you find in normal like retailers and kind of the big box stores, those are all normally faceted by machine because hand faceting them would take way too much time and money. So a lot of them are done by machine, and the difference is that when done by hand, you can be way more accurate with the cuts. as far as meat points go and all that, because the different parts of stones actually can facet faster because of the crystal structure, and that's something that a machine cannot see happening. However, done by hand, you can definitely see it and make the necessary adjustments so that you don't overcut. Yep. I mean, I do a lot of small stones too, actually, and I think that they're a lot of fun. Like for example, I have that little zircon. Here, let me show you. I've got that little zircon up here. This little guy. I absolutely love him. That blue and green, that's an opal. We actually just finished an opal tonight. Well, we have finished it. We didn't fully finish it. In theory, however, you could set diamonds and everything else, I assume. Yeah, so I'm also a goldsmith. That's actually my day job. So yeah, I do set stones and diamonds and all kinds of gemstones and do jewelry repair and all that kind of. Oh my God, you guys are way over here. Sorry, but yeah, I do. I'm a goldsmith, so I do all that too. Nice little 500 gem. That's right. Yeah, I don't normally touch diamonds as far as cutting them goes. They'll tear up my equipment, and I don't really. Diamonds are also kind of boring to me. I'd rather do gemstones, honestly. Ooh, you found your opals, Alistair. Good. Yeah, so we're actually going to finish this up, and then I can show you guys the set on camera. If it'll actually polish evenly. Ryan, on your setup, it would take you weeks to cut a diamond. Yeah, I believe it. That would not be fun. Have you ever cut a diamond, Sibis? I will agree with you on that. 100%. Diamonds can be used for a lot of things. Like, I even heard that you can store information in diamonds, right? Or is that some other kind of crystal? But either way, like, the sheer, like, amount that gemstones and diamonds can be used for in the industry. Like, I'm using diamonds to polish the stones. You know? I think it's absolutely crazy. Yeah, diamond drill bits. I actually had to use a big old half-inch diamond drill bit when I was building my deck. Yeah, Stratos, it's my pleasure. I love talking about what I do, man. And I could do it forever. Forever. Or until my arm gets too tired. I also love learning from other people too. So if you have any knowledge on any of the stuff to throw my way, dude, I am all ears. Or rather eyes, I guess. I guess it'd be eyes. Oh my gosh, we're so close. Come on. I'm tempted to just throw more polish on here. It's true, Ryan is very patient, especially when you pester him for 6 streams straight about graphs. That is true. You just do fire suppression work. So, unless you want help protecting something from fire or electrical wiring, you're useless. Well, dude, that's why you're here, to learn, right? We'll teach you a thing or two. It is very important work. Actually, oh, okay, you might get a kick out of this. Okay, so my buddy bought a house, right? And the inspector went through and inspected his house. And, sorry, I gotta put my hand up here. My arm's getting a little tired. And I went through and I was in his basement one day and I went into his laundry room. Because I think he got fuse blew or something. He wanted help. So we got that all going. And then, I noticed one of those, you know the ceiling sprinklers you see in buildings with like the little glass vial that when it heats up it breaks and then it opens up. So I saw one of those attached to his pipe and I'm like, why is this right here over your sink? Like, this is the stupidest thing. Like, it's literally like on his wall and it came and it did an L. It was right here. His sink is right here. And it's just sitting right here. And I'm like, it's useless. It's not going to stop a fire. And then we traced the line back that it was attached to. And we found out that was a gas line that thing was attached to. A natural gas line. And I was like, dude, you got to shut that valve. We got to shut the valve going to this thing. It was literally a fire sprinkler. So if a fire were to start, that thing would explode and give him, just spread the fire. That is super scary, isn't it? So we ended up cutting it off and capping it off, but it was just like, oh my god, why is that even there? Like, that's terrifying. I heard you like more fire. This is what I do when you don't sweep my floors. I couldn't believe that. That was I've never seen that before. Alright, so we're almost done with this table here. Oh my gosh, we have like a little bit more. I don't know why it's polishing unevenly, especially because I just cut it. Fire story time, give it to us. Give it to us, fire suppression guy. Guys, I can't wait. I can't wait for all the fire puns to start up here. I've got one in the chamber. I'm waiting for it. Who's gonna kick it off? Oh yeah, you'll find out that we love our puns here. Man, I bet the story's gonna be lit. Yes, Felice. Oh. I'm happy for this story. Did we get it? Are you finally... Nope, not quite. This facet just wants to be a pain in the butt. So we service a name brand lunch meat producer in the U.S. and they have these massive frying machines filled with thousands of gallons of oil. Is it Tyson? And they have regular water sprinklers protecting them. That doesn't make sense. That's bad. You don't put water on a grease or oil fire. Which spreads fire because oil and water don't mix. So they had a fire spill without any chemical agents and lit 10,000 square feet of concrete on fire. No one was injured. Oh, thank you. That's good. Dude, that story was lit. Okay, this is like seriously bothering me. So actually, last Thanksgiving I tried something different with my turkey. I decided to brine it. So I went out to like Home Depot or whatever, got a 5-gallon bucket, stuck the turkey in there, and filled it with like vinegar and a bunch of other stuff, and it was so good. That was my first time ever brining, well, anything, but it was fantastic. Brine and smoke. I've never smoked anything either. I don't own a smoker. I do enjoy, like, smoked meat. But, like, I'll go to the supermarket and be like, I'd like a pound of mesquite smoked turkey. It's delicious. But I don't think I've ever actually had, like, something right out of a smoker. Ever. Alright, have a good night, Felice. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Are you sure you want to leave? Because I'm pretty sure we are done. Have I not had brisket before? I don't think I have. That hurts, you're not gonna lie. Sorry. Oh, we still gotta go just like a little more. Ah, that's so annoying. Pardon me. Emergency mod meeting about shitting about shitting Ryan's. Yar, please do not. I'll skip it. Don't worry. Oh, that's so good. Well, Felice, we're almost done here. You might as well stick around and see the final product. Yeah, what's up, Ariel? Thanks for joining. How are you doing tonight? Always a pleasure. We're just talking about brisket and how I don't think I've ever had brisket. I've had pot roast, but I've never had like anything like a smoked anything. I'm doing well. Pot roast is not brisket, okay? Alright, dude, I think we're done. Sweet! Guys, we just finished the stone tonight. We finished half a stone. You guys ready for this? Yeah! We just finished the facets. We just finished the stone. We haven't done the facet dance in forever. Alright. Alright. Admire that for a moment. We haven't done a facet dance in a grip. I don't know why I started saying that, but... Oh yeah, you like my pants? Thanks, they're my shiny ones. Oh no, it's one of my mods. Alright, where is it? Okay, here we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Thank you. Do this. We're gonna get this off here. That's a good question, Ariel. I wish I could change the symbol for my moderators. But I suppose you, as Twitch, you'd probably want to keep it all the same so people know who's a moderator in whatever channel you're in. Alright guys, we got this off. Ooh, you excited? So this is what the cut is supposed to look like, but the commissioner wanted to change it. Here, let me show you. So the cut is supposed to look like this. But the commissioner wanted to change the diagram, which is fine, to fit what they were going for with the earrings. So we ended up with extremely, and this is why we had such an issue, extremely thin sapphires. You guys ready for these rupees? Ooh, this is actually really cool. I kind of like this. Wonder if I can get it to sit up on its side. Nope. So yeah, guys, we made 2 of them. Yeah, those will make nice earrings. Oh, it was hard, Stratos. I went through probably 6 sapphires before I got these. Yeah, and look, they go right next to, right? So these are rupees for Zelda. Right? Zelda rupees. This isn't the actual Triforce that's his. This is a different one. Yeah. See, these would actually probably look better, like, up here. Oh, there you go, Ariel. Hey, yo. Thank you. Yeah, these turned out great. All right, guys. Well, Ariel, if you have something in mind, shoot me a message on my website as far as commissions go. Or if you're looking at buying something off of there, let me know. By the way, guys, I do commissions. This was a commission as well as our opal tonight, which let me show you guys one more time the opal that we did. Hey, you are. Yeah, hop over to my website. We can talk. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Stratos. I hope you're having fun. And welcome to the rough crowd. But yeah, I do commissions, and if you are interested, hop over to my website. If there's no obligation, I will give you a free quote. All right, check it. Sorry, I gotta get it in focus. There we go. Look at that opal. Oh, it's a nice looking opal. Boom! Guys, we got a lot done tonight. We finished up our rupees that go with our Triforce. And we got halfway through our Odin spearhead. Yeah. Yeah, the crack does kind of add to it. So yeah, guys. Other than that, I want to thank everyone. Yeah, the crack really does kind of add to it. Like, it's battle worn. I will be back on Friday. I don't know what we're working on Friday. I'll figure it out. But Friday we'll be cutting more stones. If you enjoyed yourself tonight, consider pressing that follow button. And also join our Discord for more fun off stream. We have lots and lots of talented artists that love to share their work. And we'd love it if you shared yours as well. Or just come and hang out. Yeah, that Triforce is rutilated. Other than that, guys, be peaceful to one another. And try to use less plastic, save the earth. Thank you again so much for all of your support, hanging out, and all that other good stuff. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we are going to, I think we're going to raid Self-Esteem. Self-Esteem Machine is a fantastic watercolor artist. He's very, very awesome. He's also an architect. So let's go check him out. Thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful night. I will see you on Friday. Okay, bye. I know, Ariel. You got to get here sooner. Set an alarm. Here, I'll just message you incessantly until you show up on Discord. Okay. You too, Control. I'll just do that. All right, guys. Here we go. Okay, bye.